My name's Eddie Gonzalez Loumiet. I'm located here in Tallahassee, Florida, originally from Miami. I am the CEO of Ruvos, which is a healthcare technology company. I'm also a professor at Emory's School of Public Health. Ruvos, founded in 2004 by two individuals that wanted to make a difference in, at that point, public health. For the last 16, 17 years, we've really grown from our first customer, which is the Florida Department of Health, to other states across the US. We're a data company, all right? So we move data between systems. We move data between a hospital and a public health agency, for example. We are Amazon Web Services partners. We have many, many instances and services on AWS and the cloud computing service providers infrastructure. So we have a very, very robust cybersecurity team. These are folks that have been doing this for many, many, many years. Some of the things in 2021 that we're looking at are things like data science, natural language processing, for example. I think we want to go back to what we did a few years ago, which was public health internationally. We've had the privilege to work in Thailand, Tanzania, Vietnam, Kenya. So we're looking forward to traveling and being able to not only help ministries of health around the nation, but also learn from them. 2020 and 2021 has reminded folks that public health is not just a singular one country topic. We've got a lot more work to do. And the pandemic has shown that. And one of the things that we've had to do over the last 12 months roughly is scale, not only scale the technology, but also scale in terms of human resources. Our recruiter has hired roughly 31 people, not only here in Florida, which is very exciting, but honestly around the nation. So Domi Station, I've been involved in some form or fashion for a few years, really since inception. Whether it was a location to meet other folks, do some social and professional networking. It's also been a great place for us to recruit talent. Seasoned entrepreneurs from different industries often interact through Domi, whether it's physical Domi in the wonderful facility or through its virtual tools and just networking online. Domi is a jewel. One of my goals is to make sure more and more people are aware of Domi. It's not only about an idea and a startup, right? It's about you've had a company for 5 years and you want to continue growing. But at the end of the day, it's part of the technology ecosystem in Tallahassee. One of the great things about Domi is it brings all of these different types of folks with different types of backgrounds together kind of under this virtual umbrella. Domi will only become more popular, especially during a pandemic like this, where unfortunately people have lost their jobs. So my favorite part about it being an entrepreneur is the problems that one has to solve on a daily basis. Oftentimes folks look at problems as something negative. To me, it's more of an opportunity. I try to do a gut check every Friday before I start the weekend with the family. I look back at the previous 5 days. Yes, there were some challenging moments, but how did we respond to it? How do we switch that challenge to an opportunity? I get to work with some of the smartest people on the planet. I'm still learning, you know. At the age of 40, every single day, I learn something new. The most challenging part, what does the next 6 months look like? What do the next, 12 months look like? And also, what if we have a surprise like a pandemic? How are we going to pivot? How are we going to continue creating opportunities for these amazing team members that we have recruited and really have become family? That is probably the biggest challenge. We can't really predict the future, but being prepared and working hard and going through different scenarios and really creating opportunities. It really starts with a person. What makes you different? So I always recommend folks really treating their personal brand and professional brand really almost like a business. Whether it's the social media and being able to control that narrative, whether it's your presence online, what your resume looks like, the books that you're reading, the topics that you're interested in. I think that's key for one to stand out. And that really resonates and trickles down to your business. I think one of the biggest differences for us is not being afraid of challenges. what is that one thing that's going to make you stand out? And only you know what that one thing is, but it takes hard work to get to that point. So, well, I guess I'm the only Cuban that doesn't know how to dance. So that's one thing I've been told. I lived for a bit in Brazil and to learn Portuguese. I lived in the Caribbean. So I lived in Antigua and Barbuda, which is a two island, one country. It's in the West Indies. And Antigua is known to have 365 beaches. So one beach for every day of the year. And I met my beautiful wife in Antigua as well. When you have an idea and you don't know where to start, a great place to go is Domi. I'm very proud of being a part of Domi, and I think the future is extremely bright.